Good evening, everybody. I know that you are preparing this weekend for COP19, and that's very good and very much needed, because that COP is an important stepping stone on the way to the agreement we need to have by 2015 in Paris. But already in Warsaw, we need to make progress in several areas, not least in the process of placing commitments into the 2015 agreement, and stepping up what we are doing before 2020, and on the issues that were left over from Doha, for instance, like the institutional arrangements for loss and damage. So there will be a lot to do. The organizers have asked me if I could tell you just a few things about how I got involved in climate action, and it's actually very easy. Around 10 years back, I was asked to enter the Danish government from outside. I worked as a journalist, and they asked me to take on the post as environment minister. That was on a Monday. On a Friday, internally in the ministry, 4 days after I'd become the minister, someone asked me, what are you going to do about climate? And I thought, wow, what am I going to do about climate? And I thought the first thing you must do, that is to try to know what it's all about, to understand the facts. And I can tell you that ever since, it is my experience that the more you know about the climate change challenge, the more you understand why you really have to engage in this, why we have to find a smarter way of creating the growth that we need on planet Earth with still more people wanting a share in the good life. So that is how I got involved in climate change. The more you know, the more you feel the necessity that we actually start acting. As youth representatives, your voice carries a special weight because it is your future that is at stake. And therefore, also the European Union is very happy to support youth involvement in the UNFCCC process through our funding for the Secretariat's activities on education, training and public awareness raising. Also, because of that, it was a pleasure to meet some of you when I visited the Youth Virtual Participation Room in Doha last year. I saw firsthand what you're actually doing. But what can you then do to contribute to a strong agreement in 2015? I see three main things. First, keep up the pressure on your governments, both behind the scenes and in the public domain. How old will you be in 2050 was a great slogan for the campaign you ran before Copenhagen. Young people have also made some memorable speeches at recent COPs. Keep doing that. We need you to call on solidarity between generations. The more people that push in the same direction, the better the chances of success. We saw that very much in Durban. And secondly, learn from each other and share the solutions that work with your youth colleagues from other countries so they get spread around the world. Sharing solutions at all levels is critical to prevent dangerous climate change. This is also what we emphasize in the European Commission's ongoing climate awareness campaign that we call A World You Like with a Climate You Like. And the third thing I hope you will do is continue to walk the talk in your daily lives. By setting an example, you inspire other young people to take climate action too. I'm confident that you will keep doing this because I know how committed you are to fight climate change. I know many of you have to, for instance, pay your own way to participate in the COPs and intersessionals and even take holiday or unpaid leave to be there. That really shows your dedication, and I really thank you very much for that. So I wish you a very productive and hopefully also enjoyable weekend of preparation, and I hope we will get a chance to speak again in Warsaw. There is a lot of work for all of us to do. Have a good weekend.